What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It's your host, Galadon, and we are back with another exciting episode today. 5 signs you may be burning out on Clash of Clans. But why, Galadon, would you make such a video? What could this possibly mean? Galadon, are you burning out on Clash of Clans? Tell us, we need to know. No, you guys do want to know, right? Okay, so half of the reason I made this video today was to test myself and to see where I fall upon the spectrum of these 5 certain signs that you are burning out in the game of Clash of Clans. So as we get some amazing Legend League attacks in the background, let's go ahead and get to number 1 on the list. Ask yourself, am I using the same army all of the time? Because now this is not just only a sign that you're burning out, but it could be a cause, right? If you're using the same exact army every single time, eventually you're going to start to get a little bit bored and burned out. So perhaps in either case, whether you're not burned out yet or you're just using the same army all the time, it's a good idea to switch things up just to give yourself some variety. So yes, Galadon is pretty much using the same army all of the time. Queen Charge Hybrid, and now Queen Charge Dragon Rider. And then of course farming, however, is excluded from this simply because if you're not using sneaky goblins, you're not a good farmer. Okay, so yes, number 1, I do have to raise my hand for that one. Let me know how many of you down in the comments also raised your hand and answered yes to sign number 1. Now, before we move on to number 2, I need to warn you that not all of these can apply to every player. The reason being, specifically number 2, is your gem habits have changed. There are 2 people that are going to be excluded from this category. That is the dirty gem to max everything people, and we know a few of them, right? And of course, free to play players. You guys, your gem habits are never going to change. You're always going to gem everything to max or never gem anything at all. The rest of us, the average player, the gold pass type player, that is where you have to look at it, because either A, you're suddenly gemming a lot more because you're severely impatient, you're not maybe enjoying where you are in the game right now, or 2, you've stopped gemming. You used to buy the gold pass, you used to gem other people's donations full, but now you're not doing it as much. That could be a danger sign that you are not as engaged in the game. And my piece of advice to everybody in the game is, if you're ever going to spend any money in Clash of Clans, do it with the Gold Pass. It is by far the best deal in the game, and it should help players accelerate their progress a little bit. I know not everybody can get the Gold Pass, but I am again continuing to try to help you all out with as many free Gold Passes as we can sport every single month. So again, take a look at your gem habits, and if they've suddenly accelerated and you didn't win the lottery or get a big promotion and raise at work, then maybe things are burning out a little bit for you, and the same is true if you've suddenly gone free to play when you used to be the gemming type. All right, let's move on to the 3rd possible warning sign that you are getting burned out in Clash of Clans, and that would be, and this one is extremely obvious, the fact that you are logging on to free builders and full collectors, right? You don't want to be that collector raid that everybody looks for. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't degrade yourself to that point that you're giving all the kids the free loot, that your gold mines, elixir collectors, and dark elixir drills are just sitting overflowing, big, fat, chunky, juicy. Okay, you get the point, right? Yeah, you got to be active. You got to keep getting in there and collecting those collectors. Is that a thing? I guess so. Clicking on those collectors, that's probably more. You get the point. Also, free builders. Unless you're fully maxed, you got to keep those builders working. They are not members of a union. They do not mind being overworked. Let's keep them building 24/7, 364. You get 1 day off for either Christmas or your birthday, but not both. Okay, so that was number 3. I've got 2 more warning signs, okay? Now, number 4, some people may disagree with me, but I think that it is truly the case that you are possibly getting burned out on Clash of Clans if you're missing war attacks, or this one should be obvious. You got kicked from your clan. What? Yeah, I mean, if you're just not being active enough to get those donos filled, to talk in the chat, to get your war attacks done, you're gonna get kicked from your clan. Now, of course, there are other reasons as well, but this is a definite warning sign that maybe, just maybe, you're not engaging with the content in Clash of Clans, and make sure that you click that little red button, I'm out of wars, because otherwise your clan may think that you're still around. Maybe you're on vacation, maybe you're just a little bit tired of attacking in war, and if you miss those war attacks, especially in CWL, chances are your life in your clan is not going to go far. And if you're a co-leader or a leader, gosh forbid, you could be in big trouble because, well, you could lead to the whole clan declining if you're just not being active. Now, before we get on to the fifth and by far most important sign that you could be burning out in Clash of Clans, I need to let you guys know that, yes, recently I took a vacation, and yes, recently I did experience the freedom of not being tied to making YouTube videos and live streams every single day, and it does seem amazing. Now, does that mean I'm burned out in Clash? Not necessarily, but just in general, I feel like I need to work less. That is going to be a priority of mine in the coming days, weeks, months, and years, of course, because remember, guys, I'm not the average YouTuber, right? I'm not this college kid, college dropout, high school kid, whatever the case may be. I'm not 21 anymore, okay? For those of you that are shocked, I know Galadon's 22 or maybe a tiny bit older. It's true. And I am looking forward to my years of just chilling, relaxing, and maybe sitting on the beach with a frozen drink in my hand. So with that in mind, am I burning out in Clash of Clans? Well, okay. I'm just going to be super honest with you. Right now, at this point, as the game stands, I'm not super excited about Town Hall 14 gameplay. Okay? Well, Air is overkilling it, right? Queen Charge Dragon Rider is everywhere, as of course I put up a Queen Charge hybrid attack, but I'm just saying, the meta is stale. It's overused. The World Championship qualifiers, to me, have been lackluster because you're seeing, well, we saw a lot of perfect wars, way too many 3-star attacks, and way too much usage of Air and not enough innovative, new, and different things for my taste. Now, you may disagree. Many players may say they think it is just great the way it is. I personally think that offense is too strong, but I also feel like offense is intentionally extremely strong because Clash of Clans wants to keep the average player engaged. And those of you like Legend and those guys that have been playing for years and years and years, those that were in Lost Phoenix with me, don't you guys kind of miss the days before Operation Blue Skies? The days when offense and defense were pretty well balanced, the days when you could play Clash of Clans 18 hours a day if you really wanted to? I'll admit, those days bring back nostalgia, and I definitely miss that feeling. Will it ever come back? Probably not. You can't go back in cases like that. Okay, let's move on to number 5 because I said it is the most important, and some of you may have already guessed what it is. What is the most important thing that you have not heard me mention in today's video that could be a sign that you're burning out in Clash of Clans? That's right, you forgot to use code Galadon. Come on, you know that this was coming, and you know that code Galadon drives the channel, helps me keep those videos and live streams coming, and it's just such an easy and simple thing to do. Now, I will asterisk this and remind you that if you're using any creator code, that's better than no creator code, and if you choose not to use my code, I'm going to be a little bit sad, but I'm also going to be happy for the other amazing Clash content creators and creators for any Supercell game that are getting that 5% kickback that's not costing you, the player, a penny. So please appreciate those creators out there. Use it when you can and don't get burned out in Clash of Clans. So in conclusion, my opinion is no, I'm not burned out in Clash because I am absolutely loving No Cash Clash and Gold Pass Clash, even though I am using Sneaky Goblins all of the time. But at Town Hall 14, I feel like the game has become stale and it needs a new update. Please tell me down in the comments if you agree or disagree, and thank you as always for being part of the true hashtag Galafam, the ones that I love, think about, and appreciate every single day. So get out there and make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I will see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon, I haven't logged on to Clash of Clans in over a year. Am I burned out?